on Facebook and YouTube. I just wanted to share my experience here. How's everybody doing? Listen, it's I have to run out of here soon, so I need to make this quick. Today is Monday, December 16th, and I'm so excited to be alive. And I have um, had such a great experience here with my family in Colombia. They came to visit me, my brother Earl, and my cousin Betty. And I just wanted to share something with you all, if I could be of an enlightenment to some of you. And so, my family came here to see me here in Colombia, and we traveled to Medellin, and we went to some places that we did some tours. One of the things I enjoyed was one the time spent together, right? And it was my cousin's first time being here, cousin Betty, and this was a new experience for her. My brother Earl had been here, and so um, uh, he knew what it was like here, but it was his first time in Medellin. We had such an amazing time. But let me tell you, it is so vitally important that you spend time with the people that love you, that don't mind showing love towards you. And sometimes you think you can hang out with all of your family, and everybody's not up to hanging out with you, right? You can't expect for everybody to. Um, just one second. Let me grab my juice. One moment. I apologize for that break. But what I was saying is you have to really deal with people who want to deal with you. And whether it's family, friends, co-workers, children, because sometimes your children might not want to hang out with you. Sometimes they feel like because they're at a certain age that, they want to do their own thing. But I thoroughly enjoyed my family. It was such an amazing time to watch them experience something that they had never experienced. For many years, I've been that person that enjoys seeing other people or giving other people new experiences. And I wish I had that when I was really young. I wish I had an uncle that I can have some experiences with that I'd never had, or go places that I had never gone. I started traveling early on in life. So I want to say that, of course, we're at the end of the year, and me and my brother going to do some more traveling just shortly here because I have a birthday coming up. And so I want to say we're at the end of the year, and we should really be trying to live our lives, like live it to the fullest, with people that we can make great memorable experiences with. We should get around positive energy, and nothing that's going to pull you down or lower your energies, or anything of that nature. You should always deal and connect with people that is good for you. And it's vitally important because we don't know how much time we have left. We're at the end of the year. I have a birthday coming up next month, and we're at the end of the year. I don't know if I'll see my birthday. I would love to, but the time that I spent with my family here in Colombia, it was valuable to me, and the I maximized the time that I had with my family. I know there are people who can't get along with their family members, maybe because of something happened in the past, or some bitterness has gotten in between you all during your childhood. It, Most of what people are dealing with in their adulthood is something that they never dealt with as a child. They didn't really deal with their childhood trauma, So they're bringing into their adulthood. And so you let them continue because so many people are unhealed. Some people don't want to be healed. Some don't know how to be healed from their childhood trauma or whatever case may be, whatever that was that brought some type of division in between you. But I'm telling you, I had the most amazing time with my family. I've been gone for 30 some years. I moved away over 30 some years ago and have really been living my life to the best of my ability and opening myself up for new experiences and new things. So there are people who will always bring about negativity, and you cannot join yourself up with negative energy. You cannot. It's too late in the game to still be trying to prove your love to people that won't accept your love, or it prove to people that you want to make amends that don't want amends. There's a lot of hateful people out there, and sometimes it happens to be your family members. But my experience with my brother and my cousin, I'm the baby of 8. And we had an opportunity to travel. We're going to do some more traveling if God spares my life. And so um, it was such an amazing experience to see them eat foods that perhaps they've never eaten before, to see their eyes light up, and to experience the tours that we did over in Medellin. We did some tours there. It wore us out, but we did it together. Uh, Thank you, niece. Thank you, thank you. And it wore us out, but we did it together, and we made some great memorable moments. And I want everybody that can see something different, see something different. When you don't see anything different, if you don't go anywhere, you remain stuck. You remain stuck. You remain stuck in a mindset. You remain stuck at a job that's not beneficial. You remain stuck in relationships that are traumatizing. Listen, I had an amazing time, and I'm looking forward to some more amazing times with my family and with my friends that are willing to travel, and we go places together. And I've always been a solo traveler since the early 90s. I could just get up and I can go somewhere, and I don't need a group of people. And absolutely, niece, absolutely. Um, you have to unlock these experiences. I appreciate that. You have to unlock it. You have to be, first of all, you have to be open to something new. You have to be open to experience something new. If not, you're going to stay stuck. If you never leave your zip code, how do you get to experience something different? All you know is what's in front of you. And so when you're stuck and that mentality is stuck, um, then you won't go very far in life. I often say that I think the most disappointing part in life would be to get to the end of life only to realize you never lived life. Never ever lived it. You just existed. You went through the process like you went along with the times, and you left no footprints in the earth. And you didn't enjoy life. And you look back and you say, I woke up, I worked, I paid bills, and I died. And that's not what life is meant to be. That you are meant to live life and enjoy it to its fullest, and cut off anything and anybody that is negative and that have low negative vibration and energies and toxic. There's a lot of toxic people out there. And so when you don't travel, when you don't see things that's different, when you only stuck in what's in front of you, you can never broaden your mindset because you don't have that exposure. If I can say anything to anybody, whether you're on my Facebook page or my YouTube, please get exposure, get some good exposure. Go see something else other than what you've always seen. I'm here in this country, and there are some places that I have yet to see. And as long as I've been here, I still desire to see something new. So I'll come home. I'll take a flight to go see something different, or just jump on a bus and ride 2 hours and go see something different, maybe that I've never seen before, because you're, you know, traveling is good. Is good exercise for the brain, which probably could speak to a lot of ignorance of people and people that won't grow because they won't travel. The brain is not exercised. And it's important that you exercise your brain by seeing something new, doing something new, right? So I know we're at the close of the year, we're at the end of the year, but put it in your bucket list. Put something on your bucket list that you would take a break every 3 months and go somewhere differently. Travel somewhere. It doesn't have to be far. And if you do it way ahead of time, like if you book it way ahead of time, flights are cheap. If you just do it in advance. And so, um, get something on your bucket list. Try something different. Leave your comfort zone. Don't get stuck in that same pattern. Come out of that little box. Come out of your zip code. Come out of your area code. Go somewhere different. Get your passport. I hear people say, "Oh, I'm going to travel the world." You won't even travel across the street. So get your passport. Get some, not just get your passport, get some stamps in your passport. And you'll get an opportunity to get exposed to another culture, to different cultures, and how other people live, and how other people have other experiences. Get those experiences under your belt. All right? Listen, I got to go. I just want to tell you how I enjoyed my family. When they left, I became so sad. But I understand as long as life is ticking, we're going to see each other again right across those waters. I got some great travel plans that's coming up. And hopefully, um, those that can afford it and have a passport, because don't tell me you want to go somewhere and you don't have a passport. You got to get a passport. And so go experience something different, experience life and what it has to offer. And it'll make you appreciate. And once you start getting that exposure and getting that experience, it opens you up to a whole nother world and gives you a greater desire to see something different. And then it'll make you realize where I am is not where I want to be. I want to experience something different. But if you've been stuck, get unstuck. Make 2025, or you got a few more days in this year, go somewhere, go to the beach. Go to a beach that you've never gone to before. Do something. Go to a restaurant you've never gone to before. Try different foods that you've never tried before. All right, just do something different, and watch your life expand, and watch your brain expand. Watch your view on things expand. When I see people with a narrow mind, and when I see people with a very narrow view of life, I automatically know that they're lacking exposure and they're lacking experiences, right? So when you get exposed to something new, it'll start creating this space in you to wanting more. When you get something new, see something different, and guess what? The first time you try it, like a foods, you may try a food that you never tried before, and you may not like it because you're not accustomed to the texture, the taste. But if you go back and try it again, and then try something different, then your palate will change. All right? So listen, I have to go because I have an appointment. And I just wanted to come on and say how much I appreciate my family that came to visit me. I love them immensely. Love them from the bottom of my heart. And you have to always deal with people that want to deal with you and doesn't bring drama into your life and doesn't bring toxicity in your life. People that can have open communication and that can communicate well. I'm telling you, it means the world to me when you're able to communicate and you want something different. But the moment you start bringing toxicity into my space, then that's when we have to go our separate ways. Don't deal with the toxicity of people. Even some of you, you're online and you deal with toxic people that's coming on your page, and they want to dash water on your energy. Rise above that. Matter of fact, delete them, block them, do whatever you need to do, because maybe they're not there yet, and they're there to agitate your destiny, agitate where you are right now. Don't worry about that. People gonna be people. People will people, and so use the rest of this year to meditate on and meditate on the pain, like meditate on When I said meditate, I mean sit in a place of gratefulness because you've made it this far. Look at all the things that took place and you survived it. You're here at the close of the year. And maybe if you had some bad experiences, you're still here to see them. You're here that you're able to talk about them. Learn from those experiences. When you see red flags, learn from the experiences that you've had in the past. Go ahead and walk away from that. It's all right to walk away. It's all right to do something different. It's okay to pull away from toxicity. Start traveling. Hey, Stuart, what's happening? Start traveling. Start seeing other things. Read a book. Read something different. I love reading, and I love reading early in the mornings because it's my quiet time, and that's the time that I process things easier. It's easier for me to digest and process things early mornings because my spirit is quiet. I haven't been up long enough for noise to enter into my life. And when your mind starts turning, because some of you wake up with your mind turning because of maybe how you went to bed. Maybe you were having conversations and got into this negative energy before you went to bed. And the moment you wake up with this anxiety, and your mind starts running and turning and thinking about the future and thinking about the past and skipping living in the now, not living presently. You got to live in the present. Still yourself, calm yourself, and sit with yourself. A lot of people just cannot sit with themselves because they have to have noise. They have to have people. And you'll notice the change and the shift in your life when you start sitting with yourself, with your own thoughts, and start managing your own thoughts and see where your thoughts veer off and bring it back into a centered place. And it takes management for that. You got to manage your time, manage your thoughts. And so mornings is very important for me. If I can't get that quiet time, if I can't have that early morning time, it really disrupts the rest of my day. So I make it my business that I sit with myself. It's okay to sit with yourself. Sometimes people don't like to sit with themselves because now they have to face themselves. And most people don't like to face themselves. They don't like to see who they are. Sit with yourself. Just sit with yourself quietly. Even if it's for 5 minutes, doesn't have to be a very long time. Even if it's for 2 minutes, sit with yourself in a very quiet. Don't turn the radio on. Don't turn the TV on. Don't get on social media platforms because many people mess up. The moment they wake up, they get on social media and start looking at their platforms, and then before you know it, 5 hours have been wasted scrolling back and forth, scrolling. And it's a waste of time. You weren't productive. Your mind isn't productive. You've wasted 5 hours of your day scrolling. So challenge yourself when you wake up in the mornings, pull away from the phone. Matter of fact, turn the phone off. Turn it off. Turn the TV off. Unplug it. And then go sit with yourself. It's important. Because if not, everything within you is going to be noisy. And every time you show up, you're showing up with noise. You can't even think, you can't even process anything mentally because it's too noisy here. You're thinking about the future, what you don't have, what you got to do, and then you go back to the past, what has happened. But you're never living in the moment and being grateful. Sit with yourself. If I can, listen, if I leave you with nothing else, sit with yourself. Wake up in the mornings, don't get on social media. It's too distracting. When you look up, it'll be 5 hours later and you're still scrolling. You've not accomplished anything. Okay? I just want to help somebody. Y'all have an amazing day here.